So this is our last review page, Module 4. Number 29, it says which describes this interval right here. Notice how we have an open circle and another open circle, so we know we're going to be using parentheses. It goes from -1 to 1, so the answer is A because it has parentheses. B would be if it was a closed circle. Number 30, which describes this interval. Notice how we have closed here and closed at this point, so we know we're going to use brackets. From -6 to 10, brackets. B is closed, so B is the answer. X is greater than or equal to 8. This is the symbol for greater than or equal to. This one is just greater than. So the answer is D. Number 32, X is less than 7. Less than kind of looks like an L for less than. Less than is A right here. So A is the answer. Number 33, X is less than or equal to 10. This little line underneath means equal to. So the answer is C. 34, X is greater than -1. Greater than looks like this. So the answer is B. Number 35 is solving for X. So on the side, you might want to write your work out. Subtract 4 on both sides. Divide by -5. Negative divided by negative is positive. 7 is the answer. B is the correct answer. Be careful not to pick D. Number 36 is a butterfly problem. Proportions. You could set this to be 10/1 if you'd like. X minus 11 times 1 is just x minus 11. 14 times 10 is equal to 140. When I add 11 on both sides, x becomes 151. A common mistake would be for students to subtract 11 at this point. So A is not the correct answer. B is the correct answer. 37 looks harder than it is. You can just distribute. In your graphing calculator, you can multiply 4/5 times, this is technically 1/6. If I change that to a fraction, by hitting math and then fraction, enter, I get 2/15. So this is 2/15x. Then I'm going to multiply 4/5 times 4. As a fraction, becomes 16/5. I have to subtract 16/5 on both sides. As a fraction, I get 44/5. Then I can multiply both sides by 15/2. Which is just when you flip the fraction. And I get 66 for my answer. 38, solve the equation for x. X by itself. Subtract 7. Negative 2x equals 11y minus 7. Divide by negative 2. 11y minus 7 over negative 2. Or you can go further and divide each piece. Negative 11y over 2. Negative divided by negative is positive. This is also acceptable. Both are fine. Number 39, what is the inequality for this? Notice how we're going to the left, so this is going to be less than. Notice how this is open. So x is going to be less than negative 5. Solve the inequality just like you would solve an equation. Subtract 6 first. Dividing by a negative, what does that mean? Flip. So it flips to be less than instead of greater than. Positive divided by negative is negative 11. The next one, plus 8. Divide by 4. 4 is positive, so no flipping. When I divide by 4, I get 14. If I wasn't sure, I would take 56 divided by 4, and I get 14. X is greater than or equal to 14. The last two, at least means 3 or more, which means greater than or equal to. So the answer is D. At most means 6 or less. So that's going to be less than or equal to. So B is the correct answer. You just need to memorize these types of phrases. And that's the end of Module 4 review.